I'm gonna be very, very honest with you. It's hard, but it is doable. Hi beautiful people, welcome back to Authentically Real with your girl Nomatamsang Mfundisi, aka Noms. Welcome back to the returning subscribers. Hi to the new subscribers. And hi to those of you who have not subscribed. I do not know why you have not subscribed. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Woo! Okay, so this video is actually a question that I have been receiving via DMs quite a bit, and I thought, why not address this for maybe future people that are going to do CTA in the future, or people that are, I guess, currently doing CTA. I don't know, a bit of both. So yeah, let's get into it. These views that are being expressed are my opinions and from experience. So I am in no form or way saying that this is what you should do or this is what you should not do. I'm saying this is what worked for me. So one of the questions that was posed to me, or that I've been getting a lot throughout, or that I've been getting a lot via my DMs, is whether to do CTA full-time or to do CTA part-time. So I'm going to give you a bit of both, right? Okay, so I'm going to first start with why I chose to do CTA full-time, right? Guys, CTA is a lot. I sometimes say that CTA is almost like a full-time job. It literally requires a 9 to 5 type of work ethic. If I could say a 9 to 5 type of work ethic, it is a lot. And the reason why I say it is a lot is because it's the amount of work that you need to cover within a space of not even a year, within a space of 10 months. 8 months, let me say 9 months. Within a space of 9 months, you need to cover every single thing you've basically done in your undergrad. So in undergrad, I'd say second year and your third year, you need to cover that within a space of 8 months, right? That's why. So when I say CTA is hard, I say in the amount of volume. I actually don't even like saying CTA is hard. CTA is a lot, but it is doable. Going into my CTA year in 2021, I felt like I wanted to do it full time because I knew that there was a lot of work. I knew my basics were not solid, my basics weren't strong. I knew I was lacking in a lot of things, and I knew that time was going to be. I knew that I didn't have time already, so I knew that I needed time because my basics were lacking, right? So I also felt like, with regards to me now taking on a job, and I'm gonna split it in two: taking on a job and starting articles, right? So with regards to taking on a job, right, I felt like with a job, I would say it's better in the sense that you can look for something that is more acquired, that is more flexible, right? If you're looking just for any job and doing CTA and any job, you can look for something that's flexible, where you can work from home, where the hours are yours, where the office could be more task based instead of how many hours you've been sitting behind the computer. So I feel like when you look, like, with regards to looking for a job, you're more flexy with that, right? So when I thought of CTA and looking for a job, I just thought my basics were lacking, and I knew I needed time to fix my basics, to really go into things and to really understand things that I didn't understand, there were a lot of huge topics that I did not understand going into my CTA year. So that was my reason for deciding to do CTA full time. I also wanted the full CTA experience. I wanted the hoodie. I should have worn my hoodie today. I wanted the hoodie that says CTA 2021, baby girl. I wanted I just wanted the experience of CTA. And I think I wanted it to be my last year of being at school, but fully at school. Like, I'm just doing school. When you do school, it's nice. It's nice. Yeah, and I think another thing is, if you know that you do not need to work, why do it? Like, why do CTA and work? So I think that was my standpoint. I just knew that it was a lot. My basics were weak. I knew that I was being financially carried, in the sense that I was financially okay to do it without working. and I just wanted one more year of being a full-time student. I wanted one more year of being lazy. Yeah, I just wanted my sole focus to be on books, and I can't blame anything else. I can't blame the fact that I went to work. I can't blame the fact that I had to work long hours. Yeah, and I had done the working and school together before. So I just knew that even during that time, it required a lot from me. I had to be up early to get to the office early so I could leave early and make it back to class and still have time to study 5 days in a week. It was a lot. So I think I just knew that jump already, and I just said, not my portion, not my year. I don't want to put myself in that place again. So that was my reason for not doing CTA and working at the same time. And I think even with the job I was doing at that time, to be honest, like for the first 6 months, it wasn't as like hectic. It wasn't as, they weren't demanding a lot from me, to be very, very honest with you. They weren't demanding a lot from me. So I feel like it's different with articles, because articles is a lot, guys. Articles, there's a lot of overtime. There's a lot of deadlines. It's really deadline driven. Sometimes you'll have 2 clients in 1 month. Like, it's a lot. And then, after that, you're still tired. You come back home, you're stuck in traffic for like an hour. You come back home, you're so tired, and you still need to study. Like, it's a lot. I also feel like one thing that I had to remind myself of is within my CTA year in 2021 is not to compare myself with other people. So because maybe my peers had already started articles, and I think I always reminded myself, don't do something because others are doing it. So don't now I'm going to pressure myself to go start articles because my peers are starting articles. I think that's one thing I had to remind myself, like, let's not work on their time. Like, you're exactly where you need to be. So that's something I had to remind myself of, like, okay, it's okay to do it full time. Don't feel pressured because other people are moving ahead with life, especially because I knew that was not what I wanted at the time. I didn't want to work and study. Like, I knew in my bones that I did not want to. I was certain of it. Like, I was sure. So I think that's what helped me decide on whether I should do CTA full-time or do CTA part-time. Also, to be very honest with you, I did my CTA with the University of Johannesburg, and I wanted my CTA to say CTA with UJ. Like, I wanted to, on my CV, I wanted to say CTA with UJ. I didn't want to also now try to adjust to a new program. Funny. I didn't want to now try to adjust to a new program, a new varsity, a new way of doing things. I was comfortable. Also, the program at UJ is a full-time program, where we basically, because it was like 2021, COVID was still a thing. It was online, but sometimes we'd have to go, like, be in contact with lectures, like very few moments of those. We had to write face-to-face writing face-to-face writing in venues. So I also knew in terms of like the leave front, it was just going to be a strain. Everything was going to cut into my annual leave, my study leave. Study leave is usually like 20 days, and then you get annual leave of like, let's say 15 days, I think. So I already knew that, babes, at UJ, you write how many tests? You write September. You write five times, and you have 4 modules. So already that's 4 days that I need to take off leave. I still need to study outside of that. Like, I need to book the day that I'm writing and the day outside of that. So I already knew UJ just was not gonna work with the whole part-time. There are people that have done it, so many people that have done it, which I will touch into it now. But for me, that was my mindset, and that's what I wanted. And that's why I decided not to do CTA part-time and do CTA part-time and work full-time. So now we're gonna go into working full-time and doing CTA part-time. Okay, I'm gonna be very, very honest with you. It's hard, but it is doable. And hear me clear. It is hard, but it is doable. it is doable. I think you need to be a person that is really self-disciplined. Self-discipline in the sense that I think I'd have done a video about juggling school and work before. When I say, and I passed that, yeah, when I say you need to be self-disciplined, I mean you really need to be self-disciplined. If you say you're doing 2 hours today, you're doing 2 hours today because you don't have any other time. You don't have any other day. You don't have tomorrow I can start at 8 or I'll start at like 10 o'clock. You don't have that. Like 2 hours today is 2 hours today. If you lose that, you've already lost. You've lost it. You've lost it. You can't get that time back. That's why I'm saying it is doable, but you need to be self-disciplined. You need to like be able to say no. So let's say you are writing in like 2 weeks time and you want to go out, but you know that you have a backlog of work. Like maybe you're doing articles and CTA at the same time. Like you need to be able to say no to your friends. Like I cannot. And even with that being said, I'm not saying cut out your social life like completely. I don't advise that, especially if that's something that fuels your bubble. It makes you feel good. It fuels your bubble. And then I say don't cut it out. But I think timing is very important. So what I would do is after writing, so exactly after writing that weekend, I'll make sure I'm doing something. And then the rest I'm back to studying. Do you guys get the gist of what I'm saying, right? Yeah, so it really is doable. I think I was reading something and what a lady said she used to do is she used to get to the office at 5 a.m., do 2 hours or 3 hours in the morning, and then work. So because she had to go to work every day, and then afternoons she'd get back, eat, rest or whatever. Repeat that 5 days in the week. Then weekends she'd be studying. Some weekends she'd, like I say, after writing that weekend, then she'd give herself like something fun to do, time to relax, that type of stuff. So and she passed really well. So that's what I'm saying to you guys, like it is hard, but it is doable. In my other video, I had stated that if you're doing CTA and a job, I would say look for something that's flexible, look for something that's remote, look for like an office with a manager that actually understands and that is supportive. But I feel like that's not the case for a lot of us. A lot of us are trainees, we're doing articles and we're working, and we all know, especially with audit, more so audit, audit is it's rife, it's hectic, it's a very, I don't want to say toxic, but it's very deadline driven. It's a lot, there's a lot of overtime, deadline driven. So I feel like honestly speaking, in moments like that, like you just have to put your head down. Hey guys, like I'm not gonna even lie to you and be like I don't want to this is not to discourage anyone. It is possible, but put your head down, like put in the work. I always say to people, put in the work, and it will be worth it. It is possible. So in terms of like which one I would choose, I feel like it's dependent on where you are in life and what's going on in your life. If you have responsibilities, maybe I know a lot of people who have kids and moms, and you have responsibilities like that. Like you're not gonna just say I'm gonna do CTA and full time and I'm not gonna work. In that sense, then it's like you would need to make sure that you do CTA and maybe you're starting articles, but make sure that you really do make sure that 2 hours is 2 hours a day. Find it in the morning, find it at night, find it somewhere. 2 hours is 2 hours. If you have a hectic deadline driven week, then maybe during the weekend just know that I actually need to study. I completely cannot go to somewhere, go have fun and this weekend, like I cannot this weekend. Then in terms of like which one I would choose full-time. Lol, I would choose full-time. Also with your CTA program, if you're doing it like CTA part-time and working full-time, look for a program that is accommodative to your lifestyle. So now if you want to go to a UJ, where now currently UJ, they're doing a few contact classes, majority are online, but a few contact classes here and there. So it's like, will I be able to attend those contact classes? No. Will my leave be enough? Maybe it won't. No. Then don't. Or, whereas you look at maybe like a UNISA or a Millpark, it's fully online, but with a MOLPOC, you get to write at venues, so you know, okay, this is doable, this works for me, this is okay. And not to even say, some people have done full-time CTA and full-time work, but I always say a lot of those people that have done that, to be very honest with you, and passed, is because their basics were covered. They knew that they weren't trying to go through basics and go through the knowledge and take time with all that studying. They were already on the questions. I'm being like honest with you guys. They were already on the, I'm not wasting time. I know where my problem areas are. I've already taken time out January to fix those problem areas, and throughout the year I am on questions, I'm consulting on things that I'm just not understanding, that don't make sense. So that's my 2 cents. I'm, like I said, I'm not going, this is not a do what Mfundisi is saying. This is not one of those. This is look at factors that make sense to you, pray about it, discern, and take it from there. This is just my experience and my viewpoints. And like I said, CTA is a lot, but it is doable. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for commenting. If you've made it this far, just hashtag CTA. Honestly, that's all. Hashtag CTA. But thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope this is of help to you. And please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to check out the verse of the week. And don't forget to be authentically real.